5 seconds.
So, welcome back to Shed Talk. Oh, wait. Okay, so we almost got sued for using Shed Talk for the boys. So, we're changing our name to The Life of Pylons.
Life of Pylons.
So now you can find us on Spotify and YouTube at The Life of Pylons. No longer Shed Talk because, we don't
Someone else owns that, and we didn't know that. And now we're here.
So the Shed will not be ready for a while or ever because respect.
Cancel the Shed.
Cancel the Shed. A little disappointed about that one, but hey, the Life of Pylons it is.
We need a pylon.
We do need a pylon.
We should put a pylon just on the desk.
We should have a pylon.
Yeah.
We'll go and get a pylon after this.
But what is the definition of a... Like, I mean, what is a
Orange
pylon?
cone.
Yeah, but no, that's a cone. That's not a pylon.
No, but...
A pylon, I would think of, like, the pylon in the end zone of a football game. You know? Like a...
Yeah.
I don't know.
But can we go get a pylon from them? Can you just buy those?
Yeah, probably.
I guess. Okay, but the literal definition of pylon, so people understand, is it's someone that's completely useless.
Yeah, he's just there.
Like a pylon.
That's
He's
your,
just there.
That's your definition.
That's
No,
our definition.
That is
That should be everyone's definition. But our specific definition is someone who's just there. They're not doing anything. They're not good. They're also not bad. They can't do anything wrong.
Yeah.
They're just there.
like you call someone a pylon. It means they're just, like Jared said, they're just there.
They're just
useless.
there. They're just stealing your air, basically. They're
you-
not helping you.
Your air.
You ask a stupid question, you say, you're a pylon.
Yeah.
You know? Anyways, okay. I guess they understand what a pylon is.
You want to start with the topic? I had a couple of topics last time.
That is true, Jared. You had some good good debating topics. If I question, I don't know. Evan doesn't say much most of the time.
No, I'm just chilling, dude.
Do you have something for us, Evan?
I don't have
Evan's
anything
like,
for you.
Joe Rogan podcast. Not trying to sponsor Joe Rogan here, okay? Don't go watch his podcast. Watch our podcast.
You're probably already watching Joe Rogan's podcast.
Jamie's like in the background. You never see him. Evan, that could be you. You could just be like stealth.
True.
Except we see you.
Yeah.
I wonder how much he makes, honestly. I wonder how much, because Joe Rogan definitely makes a lot of money.
What was the contract he signed? Like $100 million?
With Spotify, yeah. So imagine, Jamie's probably the guy in the background, the editor. I wonder if they have more than one person.
So if you're taking that, let's say, I'm not saying it's 70-30, but let's say if it's 70-30, he gets 100 mil. You think
still? What the hell are you gonna do with 100 million?
Well, I think it's
he's helping himself, giving the guy money almost.
Yeah,
Well, honest, because it's over the years, right? So it might be like 20 million this year, 30 million that year, whatever. I don't know how long the contract is, but I don't know. He probably makes like 150K a year. So it depends on how close he is with Joe Rogan, but I don't know.
I have to think that if you're a producer, he's a producer on all his shows, right? The MMA one too.
Yeah.
I think he only has 2 shows: the Joe Rogan Experience and the MMA podcast.
Yeah.
I have to assume he's probably the guy. He's probably the guy that does the clips, or is part of like a team that does clips.
Yeah.
Like
Well, that's what I'm thinking. I'm wondering. Yeah, we could probably Google it too. On Joe Rogan. There we go. He gets paid in knowledge, as Reddit says, apparently. Plus, Joe clearly trusts him a lot since Jamie has been piping up every now and then in certain episodes. If I had to guess, I'd say about 150 grand a year.
So it's someone's guess, which is the same guess that you did.
So they say between ad revenue, live shows, and YouTube broadcasts, Joe Rogan made $30 million last year.
30 million. Like, oh, fuck, dude.
I'm looking at salaries for producers.
Well, that's crazy. Imagine you're just like... I guess he does quite a bit of work at one point.
The average base is 76,000. having to assume that he's not like a base.
Yeah.
He's not like it's his average base. I'm pretty sure he's a bit more than average.
Yeah.
And let's just say if he does both podcasts, I doubt Joe Rogan's gonna pay him just $76 for doing both podcasts and the clips.
Yeah, because he does the Joe Rogan Experience clips, right? Because that's what they have on.
I think he does the clips. I don't know. Unless they outsource that, and they just send it to some random editor. Yeah.
I'm wondering. Eh? Well, maybe they have an editor that does it, or maybe it is Jamie. I don't know.
Yeah.
But you gotta cut. You know, every time there's a camera on one person, the next person talks. Camera cuts. Camera cuts. Camera cuts. Camera cuts. So like.
But how many podcasts is he doing a week? He's doing one a week, 2 a week?
Probably one a week, I'd say.
I mean, that's it. Like, I'm pretty sure you could do it in a week.
Yeah, for sure.
I'm not saying it's an easy job, but if you have a week to do...
And he's not doing anything else.
Yeah, even if he's doing 2 podcasts, like...
That's all they're doing. I wonder, but I guess it's his full-time job.
Jamie would have to be his full-time job.
No, but I mean like Joe Rogan. Like, he just walks into the studio, does a podcast one day, that's it. You're done for the week.
Yeah.
That's literally it. Imagine that. He walks in. Okay, we're going to have a guest today. Walks in. 3 hours of work. He's done for the week.
Yeah.
That's all he does.
But if I was in Joe Rogan's spot, I would supervise the editing. I would...
Yeah, but like after a while, you trust the person.
Yeah.
Right? Like,
But even then, if he has questions, if he like... As an editor, there's no way he can make all the decisions. I'm not trying to downplay what he's able to do, but it's still Joe Rogan's thing.
Yeah, but it's like a text away, right? Like I could just say, "Oh, did you want this clip in there?" Joe Rogan, no, take that clip out. But it's really unedited, his podcast.
Yeah, so that would be, in that case, it would be easy. You just take both cameras and then you just lay them out on the timeline.
Yeah. And
you just cut in and out on which one you want. And then you make sure the audio is good.
I forgot. Jared's an iMovie god. Have you done a weatherman report in a while?
I don't know. It's the latest one I did. The latest one I did was the one I was like, it's fucking hot outside. Don't go outside.
It has been really hot lately here. Like, excessively hot.
It's fucking, it's exhausting.
You know what? We were discussing that at work. I would... Like, people who work in an office from 9 to 5 or 8 to 5 and have air conditioning and stuff, and they complain that their job's hard. Some of them do have hard jobs. But most of them, I'm sorry, but if you work a labor-intensive job in a warehouse with no air conditioning when it's 34 degrees, your life's harder. Your life is just harder.
Yeah, 100%.
That's it. I don't understand why office employees have air conditioning and warehouse employees don't. Like, I understand the fact that it costs a lot to air condition a warehouse, but, like, you'll be so much more productive,
Depends if the warehouse is open, too.
True.
Because if it's, like, an open like, warehouse where there's trucks coming in and out, you can't have the AC because the AC is going to be wasted going just outside, right?
For sure. But
if it's a completely closed one...
Yeah, or even if you get, like, 1 or 2 trucks a day,
Yeah.
It's worth it, because... When you're in the heat, you have to, not that you have to stop every certain amount of time, but like every 30 minutes, you just gotta take a 2-minute break and stand in front of a fan. Like when it's 35 degrees in your warehouse and you're wearing pants and boots and, you gotta take a little bit of a break. Just a little break,
100%.
Just to get some air back, not to die in a warehouse. So I don't know. I think it's unfair to labor employees.
Yeah, but upside to that is most of you guys are unionized.
Well,
I did say most. I know you're not.
No, most small companies aren't, right? It's only the bigger.
Only bigger, but a lot of warehouse jobs do have the union because of that.
Yes. But I mean, the office employees are unionized too.
Not all of them.
Well, if the warehouses are, then usually the office workers are too.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure. Because if you have a union representing the company, it's for all the employees.
Yeah, it's for everybody.
I think. I don't know. But definitely the employees that work in the office at the warehouse. I don't know about their corporate buildings, but I'm pretty sure. Because then you'd all be protected, right?
Because the managers at Maya J aren't unionized, but the employees are. I don't know about the secretaries.
Yeah, but I don't know how it works with positions of like management positions and stuff. I don't know if because it should just. I think union just covers base employees and low level management. I don't know if your managers are.
I don't know if the assistant managers are unionized.
So that's a good question though.
Huh? Because working on IGA there is like physically exhausting a bit, but it's mentally exhausting.
It's boring.
It's boring. Well, it's not that boring there, but it's like when there's nothing to do, and that's really boring. Yeah. But you work with clients. Yeah. Like the fact that there's always someone asking you a question and there's someone. Can you speak to your manager, please? No, like.
Can I speak to your manager?
No. That is and so especially annoying. When we're missing stuff, like during the coronavirus, we were missing everything all the time. We couldn't like get back on top of the orders there because everything was just flying off the shelves. Yeah. And we'd be like, oh, sorry, I don't have the little salad that you like. Oh, you guys never have what I want. Like, come on, like.
Like, just go to Metro, bro.
Just go to Metro. Like, what are you doing? Why are you complaining to me? I'm clearly not in charge here because I have to go ask someone else. Like.
That's so funny. I know, I hate when people do that. Like, you don't have something, like, what are they gonna do? Like, are they gonna fucking fly a drone to Amazon and go get whatever you need? Like, no. I don't know, I don't. Some people just go away. Me, it's when you go shopping in stores, and then they're like, oh, hi, I'm here to help you, what do you need? And I was like, no, it's okay, like, I just want to look around, you know, like, take my time. Yeah. And every, like, 5 minutes, they're like, you know, this model is this, or you know, this is on sale, like, can I help you with this? I'm like, no.
Those are probably people that work off commission, though.
Yeah.
If like, because if you work at commission, I think in Quebec, I think the salary is like $9 or $10 or something.
Yeah, it's lower.
It's like $2 lower than the minimum wage because you're working off commission, right? If you're working for tips, your salary is lower automatically.
Yeah. Well, that's what at the golf course, Evan. Were you making commission? No. Or just tips?
It was like 10.45 or something. $10.45 per hour, and then even if I did 40-hour weeks, they wouldn't pay me overtime. So it's like really all my extra money went in tips. But like, there's some rich people there. So like one guy, we did like services. So like it was like, okay, if this person booked like the dining room, whatever, then they come sit down with all their rich people friends and all that. And then the menu was like a set menu, so you didn't order, you had like 3 choices and you picked whatever. And the appetizers would come like per table, so like if the guy didn't get like, we had these little egg rolls, and he was like, oh, I didn't get any egg rolls, you think you could go get me an extra plate? I said, well, I could go see what I can do. So I went in the kitchen. They were like, usually we don't, but if the guy didn't get any and it's not a busy night, then okay. So I brought him his own plate of egg rolls, and the guy tipped me fucking $20 after. Like, okay, dude.
Heaven's making
like, fuck, dude.
Huh. That's funny, eh?
Yeah. Fuck, dying.
You're dying.
I'm dying.
I wonder what's going on with this. I don't know. This whole Corona thing, eh? It's quite the. So gyms are reopening. That's good.
It's coming back.
Oh, it's coming back.
It's coming back.
It's coming back.
You thought it was gone? It's not. It's coming back for round 2. It's taking all of us out.
You ever been in the ocean, you know? You're like, oh, look at that nice wave, you know? You get hit over the wave, you fall in the water, you peek your head back up, and there's just another massive wave coming at you. That's us right now. That's civilization.
Almost died because of that.
For sure.
No joke. So I went out to Florida. I was in a music program at school.
Oh, I thought you were talking about the virus.
No, a wave. A wave nearly killed me. This is not a joke.
Went before down the sun did.
Before the sun did. Okay. Got sunburned after.
Okay.
So I was in a music program. There was a competition in Florida every year. So we would go down. Competition was only one day because we only had to perform and then you see what your score is. But we'd go down for a week. So we would do Daytona Beach and then we would do theme parks.
Did you win?
Yeah, we usually won like silver, bronze.
That's not winning. That's losing. But continue.
No, it's not necessarily.
Not first, your last, Jared. Sorry.
Not first, your last, Jared.
Okay, but we're competing against like.
No.
I know. I'm just
music schools.
Nope. If you're not first, your last. Continue your story.
It's different. I'll explain you how the
okay.
win after, because you technically win.
But you technically lose.
We technically lose, but it's a different thing. So we were at Daytona, and me and a bunch of like friends were there, and there was a wave, and I didn't see the wave because I was turned back looking at the beach, and it smacked me in the back of the head, and it caught me so off guard that I got under, and I got swept under.
Oh shit!
But then I was under, and I was not there, like I was getting swept, and one of my friends that was there, who was like 6'4" at the time, just like sees me go under, and then starts like swimming towards me to see if he has to find me, and he picks me up, but I was like getting taken out to the fucking ocean. I was gone.
Jared would have been swept away.
Yeah, almost swept away.
That's hilarious.
And in the competition, now to explain how we won when we got silver and bronze, is you would get graded, and if you got a grade above 85, you would win gold. So it's not a competition amongst other people. Like, it's competition between yourself.
So it's like participation trophies.
No. So then if you'd got, let's say, 70 to 85, you'd get silver.
Okay, so you could have, if every...
So everyone could score, let's say, 74, and everyone gets silver. Or if everyone scores between 70 to 85, then there's silver first, silver second, silver third, silver fourth, fifth, whatever. But then we would go and we'd get these schools who would compete. We'd go in the States, right? So they have an extra year than us.
Yeah.
And you'd all be a music school, right? I was in a music program.
Mm-hmm.
Wouldn't necessarily do that full time, but they're like music. They'd wake up, they'd do music, whatever. And then they would compete, and then they would only send their best people to competitions.
Oh, for sure.
We would send everyone in our program, right? If you sucked and you were in the program, well, we need another trombone, so it looks like you're fucking coming to Florida. Like, you know what I mean? Like,
I respect it.
So we would go, we'd compete against essentially like D1 teams when we were like a D2 if you want.
Yeah.
And then sometimes we'd get our fucking dicks kicked in, and you're just like, this team got like a fucking 98, and we're sitting there with our like...
98. It's out of 100, I'm guessing.
Out of 100, yeah.
98.
Well, it's like they'd give you like a normal grade, right?
Yeah. Oh, that's crazy. Anyways, getting back to the virus.
Back to the virus, yeah.
The fact that gyms are going to be open. Okay. This is the problem. If I go to a gym and I can only use a certain amount of weights because they have everything organized and like you are only allowed to use this stuff, I'm going to shit my pants.
You're just get very shredded.
No. They're going to be like, here's a set of 25-pound dumbbells, here's a bench, and like a yoga ball. Have fun. I'll be like, no. Let me use everything.
But your gym closed, no?
Yeah.
You don't even have a gym.
No. We're gonna sign up at another one. We'll sign up in St. Martha.
Extra?
Yeah. But I don't know. They should just give you wipes and some like disinfectant spray.
Hazmat suits. What's wrong with the hazmat suit?
When I hyperventilate in the hazmat suit, you do know you'd have to carry around a ventilator with you. Hazmat suits are ventilated. Yeah. If not, you couldn't breathe.
What's your point?
That you're gonna have to carry around a pack with a ventilator on it and try and do weights.
Yeah.
How are you gonna squat with a ventilator on your back?
Put it on the side.
I don't know if it comes off like that, Jared. You know what they should do? They should have
one that you could just take off, like a big
Ghostbusters.
Like Ghostbusters, when they just put it on the side so you could lay on the bench, and then it's just on the side so you could breathe, and you go, pow.
What happens if your tube breaks and you don't realize?
Hey, you just fucking die. You're trying to go to the gym when there's a virus outside. What are you doing?
Yeah, man. No, the thing is that, look, give me a rag, some disinfectant spray. I'll clean the thing. You know, there's more germs at the gym than probably anywhere else, but your body has like antibodies for them, so it's built up to it. So the chances that everyone in the gym, you just don't need anyone to go to the gym that has the virus. No one will get sick.
But how do you know you have it?
That's the thing. Wow, people should know by now. Yeah, I guess, It's a tough one, but look, just let me have my moment of hype, because
you go to the gym. I'm just saying that, like, if you're going to the gym, you have to realize that this thing is coming back. Oh, and that a gym is quite possibly the worst place to go right now.
They hit record highs in new places in the States for cases in a day now. Yeah. It's all coming back.
But if we stop testing people, it's just going to all go away.
That was the stupidest thing I've ever heard
Donald
Trump say.
J. Trump. MAGA 2020, baby.
Did you hear that?
Yeah. MAGA 2020.
Dumb as hell, dude.
I mean, that's the same thing. If I close my eyes, you're not there anymore. Oh, look, Jesse's gone. Like, what are you doing?
I don't know. I can't believe he said that on live television. He said, I tell my people, slow down the testing. There'll be less cases. No, there's still the same amount of cases.
And a couple weeks before, months before, it was like, oh, we're the best at testing. That's why we got so much. Everyone else is bad at testing. We test so good. That's why we have so many cases. Dude, just tell people to drink bleach. Everyone who votes for you is going to die. And then someone else is going to win.
That's not a bad strategy if you think about it.
I mean, I want them to drink bleach because I don't want him to get back into office.
Isn't your grandmother a Trump supporter?
Hey, we don't talk about that. We'll cut that part from the podcast.
How do you feel about the fact that your grandma is a Trump supporter?
I don't like it. If I'm being completely honest
What do your parents think?
They don't like it.
No. Has anyone challenged her on her views?
No.
Are you scared of your grandma?
Kinda. I'm scared that if I insult my grandma, my dad might kill me. That's what I'm afraid of.
Yeah, I guess,
Because none of my other grandparents like Trump. They hate Trump.
Like a normal person would, yes.
Like a normal person would, yes.
Plus, your grandma probably makes you a lot of food, right?
Yeah.
So you don't.
She's not the grandma that makes me the most food.
Oh, okay. I was gonna say you don't want to lose the food.
Don't want to lose the food.
Grandmas are good at making food. Except for Evan. Evan's parents are just masters at making food in the first place.
Yeah.
Where do you think they get it?
When they have time.
I know. Your
they
dad.
Have time. We went over for the fire last week. Your dad made chicken wings and ribs.
Yeah, when he was pissed drunk.
And they were great.
Yeah. They were pretty good.
Oh, I got to finish most of them. And no one wanted any more. And they're like, Jared, you want some? I'm like, I'll have a few. And then he just gave me the whole thing.
I know. That's funny. My dad's like, here's the whole thing. Yeah. Good old food. Still on that meal prep, baby.
Oh, how's that going for you?
You know, I realized bodybuilders, you gotta give them more credit, dude. It sucks eating the same food over and over again. Like,
don't you just do like a different food every day, or is that too complicated to meal prep?
Yeah, it's a bit too complicated. Usually, you can do maybe 2 to 3 different meals throughout the week, but you only have 5 days, so you usually only do 2 different types of meals. Or if you do 7 days, whatever, you only do 2 different types of meals. But like, for me, since I'm a vegetarian, it's the same thing in the long run. It's just rice, sweet potato, vegetables, and I do tofu or tempeh and some chopped up veggie sausages or some veggie minced meat, you know?
Yeah.
Same thing every day, you know, because those are really the main protein sources. If you have like a regular diet, then you can do, you know, red meat or ground beef or chicken, fish, you know, like there's a lot. Me, I have to watch it because you can eat chicken and fish, well, especially chicken and like lean ground beef and turkey and stuff. Like most of it's super low in fat, and high in protein. But yeah, I can only eat select things because they're low in fat and high in protein. But the rest of the stuff that's high in protein has a shit ton of fat in it, for example. So I end up getting, but it's going slowly, you know. It's annoying eating rice. The first week, I'll tell you this, I was like. I'm looking at it, I was like, okay, you know what? I'll put a good amount of rice in here. Like, you know, like, I weighed it out, measured it all out, did the macros on it. I get to eating my meal. I'm like, wow, this is a lot of rice. I was like, I didn't think I could eat it. I'm eating the rice. I'm like, I was more tired, I think, on my break from eating the rice than actually working. because it's so much. I did I think 270 grams of rice, which is at the time it's 2 full cups of rice, but it's a lot of rice. Plus the rest of the food.
Can't you just switch up the rice though? I know it's kind of weird, but can't you do that'd be one thing I think that if I was to meal prep, that in something like the rice or the potatoes, I'd have the most freedom in.
Yeah, well,
I'd be able to do white rice, brown rice. I don't know. It's gonna change the calories for sure.
A little bit, yeah, but
I do
sweet potato and rice, so I'll mix it up. But I cut down the rice a bit and just added veggies because veggies, they're still they still have carbs in them, so it kind of makes up for what you're taking out in the rice.
Yeah,
so it's not that bad.
You can eat more veggies.
Yeah. You can.
It's kind of hard for him. Rice, you throw not a half a cup of chicken stock in with the rice, and it tastes good as shit. Yeah. So it's but he can't do that because.
Yeah.
So
I just eat my plain ass rice, beautiful.
You gotta
you can't throw some fucking barbecue sauce on it. Just throw some barbecue sauce.
A little bit, but I think barbecue sauce has so much sugar in it.
Okay, then throw something else on it.
I know, trust me. I'm figuring out ways here, Jared.
We'll create our own barbecue sauce with less sugar so that you could eat it.
No sugar, no fat, no carbs.
No, you can't have barbecue sauce with no sugar. It's gonna taste like shit.
It's gonna be pure chemicals.
Not no sugar. It's less sugar.
This has 19 grams of sugar for 2 tablespoons or something. We're gonna make one with 2 grams of sugar, and it's gonna be all chemicals. We're gonna put some pre-workout in there.
Here's the thing.
We're gonna put some pre-workout in there.
You're gonna get a bunch of people like Jesse who are meal prepping who are oh,
sure.
This is even if it tastes a bit like barbecue sauce, just a bit, they'll take it. They'll take it because they're needing that just to help them get through something.
Oh, we should start, but they probably have super low calorie, low sugar barbecue sauce.
Probably,
for sure. But. Put some pre-workout in there, so then when they're eating it, they get this caffeine boost, and they're wondering what's going on. They look on the back of the label; it's may include some form of pre-workout.
You know what we'll do? We'll just shoot heroin in it, straight.
Okay, I don't think pre-workout's one thing.
Yeah. Actually, we gotta get people addicted to it so they keep coming back.
I think if you put it on the label, then it's fine. But you have
that is a good point because Coca-Cola did have Coke.
You don't have to tell people about it. It's on the label.
That is the point. They'll get so addicted to it. But just really, really, really miniature amounts. Yeah. Really small doses, like Coca-Cola with the Coke, Yeah. And just enough.
That chick there that put nicotine pads on her boyfriend when he was sleeping. So when she felt like he was not interested in her anymore, she started putting that on him so he'd fucking come back to her house.
Oh my god.
Yeah. That's psychotic.
That's
psychotic.
Of a psychopath.
Oh my god, dude.
Imagine he finds out. Did he find out?
I have no idea.
Imagine he finds out one day, the girl's I was just putting nicotine pads on you all night.
That's terrible, dude.
I don't know if I'd be scared or it'd turn you on, You'd be well, she's really.
I think if it at the beginning you'd be oh, that's kind of.
Yeah, but then
after a couple months, you're I'm addicted to nicotine now.
But you kind of also
you fucked me.
I'm now a freaking nicotine addict, but you kind of be scared. You kind of be
first. You're scared, yeah. You just wake up and you have a bunch of nicotine patches on you. Oh my god, what's happening?
At first, you'd be scared to leave her. Someone would do that to you. Imagine if you leave her, what she'll do to you. Oh my god, she'll track you down.
So you just gotta disappear. Just disappear.
No, okay, but back to the meal prepping. No, seriously, because we got way off topic there.
This is gonna happen a while. This is gonna happen a lot, yeah.
So, the other day I was you know what? I really want to do an Ironman. You know what an Ironman is? It's a 3.5 kilometer swim, 180 kilometer bike ride, and a 42 kilometer run. Okay?
Yes, sir.
So I was you know what? And I had this idea in November. I was gonna do it in August. So I was I really want to do an Ironman. Then I looked at the cost of it, the training. I was maybe I don't want to spend $4K on the freaking race. But I'm starting to get that itch again. I was I really want to do an Ironman. And so I'm this morning, did a run, did a swim, and I was thinking about it, and I was I swam 15 minutes, ran like 5 kilometers. And I was thinking about it, I was like, I don't know if like, at first I thought, I can do an Ironman like probably within like 3 months of training. But that is a long time to be exercising. 3.5 kilometers swimming, then you have to bike 180 kilometers, and then you have to run a marathon.
Do you want to do it?
I do want to do it.
We'll do it here.
You can.
180 kilometers. Are you be serious? The bike ride is that long?
It's 180 kilometers.
Fuck off. That's a waste of fucking time at that point.
Yeah, but then you're crowned an Ironman. Like that's a feat that not many people achieve in their lifetime. I know a couple people have done it, but my mom.
There's the Ironman in Mont Tremblant.
That's the one I was gonna do because this year was supposed to be on my birthday. But then next year they postponed it. Next year it's the day before my birthday, but it's my 21st birthday next year. So I was like, I'm gonna book a flight to Vegas on the day of my birthday, and the day before I'm gonna do an Ironman. So when we get to Vegas on the next day, we're gonna have 2 reasons to party. 1, because we're 21. 2, we completed an Ironman, so we're just gonna get completely
3, because your legs are gonna be shattered.
Oh yeah, I won't be able to walk. I'm gonna be like a potato.
Wheelchair. That'd be sick.
We're using a wheelchair. But so I was thinking about like the nutrition that goes into it. Like you need to completely change your diet, right? Because you're doing like 4 hours for training. You're doing like
cardio, and that's it.
You're doing like 4-hour bike rides with like an hour of run afterwards, or like, and then like a 20-minute swim. Like, that's crazy. It's a lot of work.
It was a lot of work.
It's a shit ton of work. But that'd be pretty cool. But also the other thing I was like, do I want to lose a bunch of muscle? Well, not that you lose a bunch of muscle, but you lose a bit of muscle and strength, doing that much endurance training. Because, you maybe have time to weight train once a week. And it's all upper body. You can train your whole upper body, actually, now that I think about it.
Legs. All you gotta do is legs.
Jared squats every day. He's running like 30 kilometers.
What is it?
Squats.
I don't know if we talked about this on last week's podcast.
Yeah, we did.
Love legs.
Yeah. Love legs. Legs are amazing.
I like legs.
I think the reason I did legs was because when I was in the football team in high school, I was like one of the strongest people per like pound doing legs.
Yeah. Huh.
Because I have no upper body, clearly. As you can see in this video, no arms whatsoever. Whatsoever. But I have pretty good legs because I used to run a lot.
Yeah.
So.
Oh yeah, prime-time Jared.
Prime-time Jared.
With abs.
With abs.
That's the key. That's
and
the
long
key
hair.
And
also,
long hair.
Also have
so you
long
were
hair.
you were like you had a
I was a
guy.
completely different person, basically, is what I'm saying.
You were actually someone you wanted to be.
Yeah.
Wow. Was your skin darker? Like, were you like tan?
Yeah, I was 6'8". I was black.
You completely changed.
I was a completely...
He was a surfer.
He was a surfer.
Yeah.
Now, short hair, ginger.
White as hell.
White as hell.
And fat.
You completely changed your life around.
Completely changed. I became a different person. Completely.
Wow. I'm proud of you.
Thank you.
I think that has something to do with Twisted Tea.
Yeah, probably. No, well, yeah.
This is not sponsored by Twisted Tea, but it should be sponsored by Twisted Tea. We should just start saying that until they sponsor us.
Oh, they send a cease and desist letter.
We get a letter on it. We're gonna read it on the podcast when we get it. It's gonna say Twisted Tea. Please stop saying you're sponsored by us. We don't want to be associated with you imbeciles. Or should I say you pylons?
You pylons. Flip it. They'll use it against us. I'll respect that if they use it against us.
I hope they do, honestly. Then they will recognize what the term means, what pylon means. They will,
us.
You think we could get the definition changed in the Webster Dictionary?
No.
What is the definition?
Urban Dictionary.
An alternate definition, maybe.
Hold on.
Definitely not the real definition.
We could probably get an Urban Dictionary definition.
Probably.
I'm pretty sure we could just make an account and do it.
Yeah. Pylon definition.
Like Wikipedia, just change it.
So the definition of pylon: a tower used for carrying power lines high above the ground. Oh wow, there's an actual
what?
A structure on the wing of an aircraft used for carrying an engine. Wow, they are actually. Oh, okay. Pylon is the Greek term for a monumental gateway of an Egyptian temple. It consists of 2 tapering towers, each surrounded by a cornice, joined by a less elevated section, which encloses... Wow. Okay, so... Oh, wait, there's different ways to spell pylon, though. Noun, pylon. Okay, pylon is a quintuple loaf of sugar. What is a loaf of sugar?
You have internet in front of you. What are you looking at me?
A gratuity given by tradesmen to customers settling their accounts. A heap of tobacco range. Dude, this is... No. Why... What is a pylon used for? But I mean, I guess it's true. Like a large vertical steel tower. So like the power lines, you know, the giant... A pylon. They're useless. They just stand there and do nothing. I mean, they do hold the power lines.
They hold the power lines, which, again, we said they weren't bad. They're just not useful. Yeah. They don't carry power. They just hold the power lines.
Yeah.
Pylon.
A pylon.
It's basically just there. It's literally what we said. It's there. It holds power lines.
True. So we're going to try and get the definition changed.
Look at Urban Dictionary. Because I'm pretty sure in Urban Dictionary we could make or create or edit.
Urban Dictionary. Pylon. Let's see. Pylon. A defenseman in hockey who does absolutely nothing except for standing in front of the opposing team's offense when they're on a breakaway. See, that's a good one. That's what it is. Dude, I was talking
So it's a hockey term. That's probably where Corey got it. It's a hockey term.
Definitely.
We were talking about hockey the other day, me, Corey, and Jason, and we were saying how the No Deeks, how they had one. For context, it was a team we played against in our garage league, you know. Yeah. But they had one line that was pretty good, you know.
Like, the line was dog shit.
But their other line were pylons, complete pylons. Like, to the point where if Jason and Andy can skate around these guys, they're pylons. They're pylons. Yeah. I have never.
The worst part is one game where we played them and we had Marcus and who else was on that? Was with
Charlie.
Was Charlie?
Oh.
They couldn't play defense. Those are people who played double letter hockey their entire life. Yeah. Besides when Marcus chose not to play double letters. Yeah. Right? He should be a pretty good defenseman. I never played double letters. Yeah. Where I think I spared one game. One game, right? Yeah. But like, that's it.
Yeah.
And then I got on and played versus them, and then they didn't score again.
I know.
Like, how does that work?
It's because Charlie and Marcus, when they play together, become pylons.
Yeah.
Charlie is the most... He has, like, the slickest hands.
They're trying to do everything by themselves. Yeah. So that's
like, I think Charlie, when we played against the Booze Blues, I think he undressed, like, 3 or 4 guys in a row.
Yeah.
Like that one poor guy in the corner that was trying to get the puck, and he just kept putting the puck through his legs. The poor guy's like... He gets lost. I was like, okay, guy, pick up your pants.
Me was... Remember the game where we had Shane and Nick and Justin there?
Yeah.
And then I took the puck from behind our net and just zigged through everyone. It got to Greg and just flicked it over his shoulder. Were you not...
No.
You were at the Post Malone concert.
Yeah, I know, so we never saw it.
Oh, fucking epic.
Yo, I
literally... Because I was playing with Jared on his line. I'm like, yo, Jared, go, dude. The fucking wide open.
I get the puck behind the net. Evan's the other D. I think Evan's either on my left or on my right. And I look up. And Evan's just saying that. Evan, I'm going to pass to Evan. Evan's going to pass it back to me.
Yeah, like just fucking skate, dude.
I look up, and my forwards are Shane, Justin, and Nick. All 3 of them are not looking at me.
They've never played hockey. No, they don't even know how to skate.
No, they don't.
I just take a step. When forward comes, I go around the forward, and then I'm like, okay, I got this. I'm going deep now. And I chip it around Shane, right? Okay. On my own team, I chip it around Shane. And I go up, I'm going up the line, I chip it around the other defenseman, go around him, pick it up, go towards Greg, and I just flick it over his shoulder. And then when I score, I look up. The 3 of them, again, aren't looking at me. No, they're all looking the other way now. All I see is Evan just coming towards me. Good job.
So
I skate, and I just drop dead. I just jump on the ground.
So you're saying is you and Evan were the only ones on the ice that knew how to skate at that time on your team.
I was literally Jared took off with the puck. And I was like, okay, one of you fuckers stay back. I was like, actually, it's not gonna change anything.
We lost. We like 15-1.
Yeah.
I'm the only one who scored a goal.
I respect that. Jared. Good times.
That's me. I don't score, and then
that was the game. That was the game. I had like 97 shots and could not put it in the net for the life of me, dude. Like wide open in the slot, and I'm just fucking ringing it off the crossbar. Like, okay, dude.
That's funny, eh?
It was then, and then when they sent over a couple players, because then after the second period, they're like, "Yeah, okay, we're destroying you." They sent over like 2 or 3 players, and then all of a sudden, I couldn't play anymore. I was the only person actually playing on the team, making solid passes. Yeah. These 2 or 3 show up. I couldn't. The puck wouldn't stay on my stick. Yeah. Guess I would pass it and it would roll behind me. I was like, "What the hell's going on?"
Yeah, I know. Hockey is. And the MLB's coming back now, they said.
Yeah, right? 60 games.
60 games.
60 games. That's 122 less than a normal season.
Fucking hell. That's a long ass fucking season.
When do they start their season usually?
April?
So they're already delayed.
Yeah.
But they're going to start at the time that they would have been 100 games in anyways, right? Like, so the 60 games, it's not going to prolong the season at all because it's a shorter period. They're just starting later.
Yeah, they're just starting later. Playing less games.
What are they?
They're starting later probably at where... I don't know. Let's say at 100.
Maybe less.
Maybe less, but they're playing less. They're, like, spacing it out more because of the virus.
I think...
I don't know how baseball's going to work.
Yeah.
I don't know how any sport's going to work.
I don't even know if football, like, they want to put masks over the players and stuff, but like you can't have an athlete at the highest level be trying to perform at his best when you're restricting how much airflow.
No, it was in the helmet.
No, I know that, but I'm saying it's still going to restrict some of the airflow.
Yeah.
And you have to get visors that aren't going to fog up and blah 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 and blah blah blah, and then you have to hear everyone's going to have to be mic'd up now, because everyone's going to have to be mic'd up to their quarterback because he's going to have to yell audibles. And you can't, now you don't, yes, you're still going to have the earpieces in the side, but having all this open, you could probably hear more sound than if it was all closed, right?
Yeah.
So it's going to make, why did Zach just name a group chat, the actual human beings? Group actual decent.
Softball is going to be weird though.
He was trying to experiment. Yeah, softball's going to be,
we're not allowed high-fiving? Like, it's not even softball at that point.
I'm going to high-five someone.
Like, Jared. He's like, oh yeah, you can tip of the hat. Like fucking, like, go to the guy, oh, good job. Like, what the fuck is that?
Good job, we're like they do it in college baseball. College baseball, they take the helmets. This was like after the people hit home runs, and they would hit helmets together. That's actually kind of cool. They'd go, and then they would hit helmets together.
Sure. Huh.
And I think like if we just do that, then that avoids that.
It's not considered a high five.
It's not a high five because there's something else, and then we just have to wipe the helmet down after. Well, I'm not gonna go around and good job, good job.
Yeah, but like at a certain point too. I respected it.
Was just standing.
At a certain point though, like I don't know.
Yeah. You're not allowed gum. You're not allowed
gum.
You're not allowed
seeds.
Gum.
You're not allowed sunflower seeds. You can't spit on the floor or nothing.
Who's gonna be watching this?
2 people in the dugout. Fucking everybody else has to put a chair around like on the outside.
That's chill. I'm gonna sit on a chair. My time to bat.
I'm gonna have to stand up.
Chill, but like.
Yeah, I know it's gonna be super annoying.
You're not gonna feel like a team almost.
Gum. What am I gonna freaking take my gum and share it with you?
Well, no, because if you blow a bubble and then it pops and you're close to somebody, then it's like spitting on them. So.
Okay, but I'm touching a ball. Yeah. That's going to be thrown to you that you're going to touch, that you're going to throw to someone else that they're going to touch.
Yeah, the defense have their own ball. So there's a different ball per defense.
Yeah, and everybody has their own hand sanitizer, and the coach has to bring wipes or some shit.
Yeah, I have to bring wipes.
Good job on that one, Jared.
So you're not allowed using other people's bats.
And you guys all have to sign fucking contracts.
I already did. It's just like a paper saying the league's not responsible.
You have to give one to me too, though.
Oh yeah, because there's someone for Laura.
Yeah, you have to do it for each team. You have to give me one. I have to send the link to the team.
That's one thing.
I still need Levi to sign up though.
Oh yeah. That's one thing I was like at work and stuff. We have to wear masks, but me, Corey, and Jason, we have to wear masks because we work in the same cabinet sometimes together. But we're that close together, the mask isn't gonna do anything. So at a certain point, and the first week that we were working there, we didn't wear masks. No one told us we had to wear masks. So we were in the cabinet, me and Corey and Tim and a bunch of other people. Well, not a bunch of other people. It was actually just us three, and the other guy was over there. I was like, at this point, we would have already had it from each other. So there's no putting on masks is.
Yeah. And again, I'm convinced that I had it at the beginning, and then I still went to school and talked to all you guys super close.
So maybe you were patient zero in Canada.
I may have been. It's a possibility.
Jared, you know what you've done. You are now a legend.
No legend, yeah.
You've created the biggest.
I probably have antibodies now.
I survived it. So when I got back from vacation, I was hella sick.
Were you?
Yeah.
And we were in contact with him too.
Wow.
Remember that was the week where we went to Melissa's and all that there.
Oh shit, that's true. So we might.
It might have been. It's probably like jet lag from flying and all that shit.
But you know what they should come up with a test that can test if you have antibodies for it already.
I think you do.
They probably do.
Yeah.
Yeah. And then they can see if you've already had it, which they probably have a way to do it. But
yeah.
I should probably go get tested. We should probably all go get tested just to be sure.
But
to see if you have had it, or if you don't have it, or if you have it right now, you don't know. You could
have antibodies.
Yeah,
But what are you going? But like.
Because if you say you have it right now, you have no symptoms. You might be a little more careful.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Well, yeah, because then if you know you have it, then you have to stay home and you can't. But
apply for the CERB again.
But going to get tested to see if you already had it, it's not going to really do anything because by then you don't know when exactly you got it, right?
And when did you not have it anymore, and
who you spread it to or anything.
I've been working at the IJ the entire time, and this is why I think I don't have it anymore. Someone else would have got it, unless I had it, and literally everyone I came in contact with
was immune
or already had antibodies.
So new theory, maybe IGA knew it was coming. Maybe IGA is now part of a conspiracy theory. They have some antibodies for it. They were injecting their employees, except for you.
Except for me.
I don't know why they wouldn't do you. Maybe because it doesn't work on gingers.
Yeah, maybe that's a possibility. I'm also one of the only ones that, out of the, let's say the younger employees that goes to school on the island of Montreal.
Okay.
Because most of them go either in Laval, Saint Therese, or Terrebonne.
Huh.
Most of them don't go to Montreal.
How much time has we been running this for?
48 minutes.
48 minutes.
No topics.
No topics. I know we've been going on. Topic number 4,324 for the podcast.
You're gonna end it.
Actually, we can finish off with would it beat a girl in a fight?
Would it beat a girl in a fight? Okay.
So I have my normal stance of nothing ever, even a F-18 fighter pilot in a jet could not beat a girl in a fight.
We already established that we can't use weapons. It has to be
for sure not.
It has to be a fist fight.
It has to be a fist fight.
So what are my competitors?
Does it have to still be around? It can't be extinct.
No.
Okay, then you could say a dinosaur.
That's what I'm gonna say.
A T-Rex.
A T-Rex.
No, it has to be.
It has to be around.
Yeah, it has to be alive right now.
Okay.
I feel like
octopus.
An octopus.
Yeah.
How is that even in the water or in the air? Because outside the water, it's done.
On a beach.
On a beach.
Yeah.
Is the octopus in the water?
Octopus in the water, yeah.
How big is the octopus?
It's a pretty big octopus.
Because you have giant octopuses.
Giant octopus.
Like the ancient octopuses that were huge. No, because we don't have those. What's the biggest octopus you?
Let's look up the biggest octopus. You guys could talk too.
While he's doing that, I was gonna say a spider.
A spider.
Yeah, poisonous spider.
A spider.
Yeah.
All it has to do is step on it.
How does it know where it is? So one bite from the spider and the gorilla, and he's
okay, but think about this.
He's going like that, buddy.
Yes, but
But
the gorilla lives in the wild.
Okay.
On a daily.
Yeah. Around poisonous spiders.
And doesn't get bit.
No. False.
Well, they probably do once in a while, but
okay.
Actually, Jared, after you find out how big octopuses are, find how many gorillas die from spider bites a year. Which I don't think they have.
An octopus could go to 40 kilometers an hour.
In the water?
In the water.
Yeah. And
trying to fucking catch it.
Yeah, but the gorilla's not in the water.
You know, a spider? Evan's taking a different approach.
It has a radius span of 20 feet. Try and fucking beat that.
But it's so slow, dude.
It's gonna come out of the
slow. Bro, it's 40 kilometers an hour is
but slow. Okay, but the gorilla's not gonna go
in the water.
I don't think.
Not out of the water.
I wonder, can gorillas swim? Okay,
but if he tries to get it, he's gonna.
Jared.
Yeah, sure.
You gotta Google how many gorillas die from spider bites.
I'm doing it.
Okay. Can gorillas swim? Like the other apes and humans, gorillas cannot swim naturally, therefore they avoid large bodies of water and rivers. However, in zoos and sometimes even the wild, young and adult animals like to play with water. So they cannot swim. Okay, so the spider's a good one, Emily. But I think it would beat it.
No.
Okay. Where are we? Are we in the jungle?
Yeah. Picture in where the gorilla lives.
Yeah.
And you take a poisonous spider from fucking like Australia or some bullshit that's fast as fuck.
As fuck.
Like the mobility on spiders, you don't understand.
Yeah, it's dude. Like 99. Yeah. It's actually 100. They have 100 mobility. Yeah, that's true.
So the motherfucker jumps on that guy and he's fucking finished, dude.
Yeah, but the thing is,
there's a bite anywhere.
No, hold on. Gorillas,
anywhere.
Yeah, but the thing is, gorilla skin is really thick.
Yes.
So it might not
I'll
penetrate
give you that.
It might not penetrate it.
Still.
And these poisonous spiders aren't that small. They're a little chunky. They might be getting like, I don't know, a couple inches wide.
A little chunky. No, but there's some fat fucking spiders, dude.
I know. There's some big ones. So
like I'd have to look it up like to see the exact one that's big enough to and fast enough to do it, but
wow, someone's gonna see my search history and be like, "What? The animals that venom can't touch." 2016, I believe. Who is this? Smithsonian. Okay.
2016.
Smithsonian. Okay, we don't care about anything else. So.
Because even a snake, probably.
Okay, so I didn't find the thing for spiders, but what I did find is that this gorilla who became like attached to this cat. Like, so the gorilla was learning sign language, and they used the cat as like a reinforcement, and they pet the cat there, and it started learning sign language super fast. Cat died, gorilla died.
Shit.
What?
It died out of sadness.
Wow.
Took a very dark turn.
Yeah.
Wow. That's sad. Jared, why'd you have to say that?
Why? Because I found
it's a mood killer here, Jared. Okay, so I don't think the spider. I don't know. I don't think the spider could penetrate the.
I think you could.
No, I can't. I can't find anything that a spider can kill a gorilla. Can't
find. Because nobody's thought of it, probably.
No,
how thick is a gorilla skin?
People have probably thought about it.
All about. Do gorillas have thick skin? Like humans, they have unique fingerprints and nails instead of claws. Both skin and fur have dark colors. As mountain gorillas inhabit the coldest areas, they have thicker and longer fur.
Obviously their hands and their feet, the skin's gonna be fucking rough and probably like thicker.
Dude, they're big. And gorillas, I feel like. Okay, the gorilla is the largest of all primates. Okay, so western lowland adult male gorillas are about 1.7 meters in length, about 400 pounds.
Gorilla spider? Oh, that's scary.
There's a gorilla spider. Dude, this thing is chunky. Now that I think about it, gorillas aren't as big as I thought.
Oh,
probably don't.
Let me see it. Yeah. Jesus Christ, Jared. Okay, I don't think the spider wins in a fight. I don't think. There's not sufficient evidence to say that it would win.
No, this is the actual... Yo, I'm terrified of spiders. This thing freaks me out. It's a gorilla spider. Yo, I don't like that. I don't like that.
I think gorilla's still the champion here. We need a better challenge.
Okay. Spider-Man versus King Kong. It's the video that comes up.
Fuck. Okay, I'd have to research it, but...
I have to do our research.
Because I would find the exact spider.
We'll finish that.
We can't just say any spider.
Exactly.
What was I saying? Octopus. I still think the octopus.
No, because it wouldn't go in the water. It'd be on land. Here, the champion gets the place of contention.
Okay.
Okay.
A whale.
No, are you spawning the whale onto?
It's just gonna fall from the sky. Boom, on the gorilla.
I mean that.
I guess that's
we have a new champion.
No. But okay, hold on. It doesn't just spawn from the sky and fall. The gorilla
can spawn from where we want. Okay. We spawned 10 those last time.
We need to find like a scenario.
Okay, this is what happens.
It's too vague right now. Well,
this is what happens.
The gorilla could be anywhere doing anything.
The gorilla's in the jungle.
In the jungle
with and the creature spawns face to face with the gorilla.
What do you mean spawns though?
Like
it just appears.
I feel like
it appears.
Like if
and then
a helicopter flew over the jungle and dropped it in. That's what it should be, right?
Yeah. So it's
because you can't just say it spawns there. That's like
a Hunger Games dome.
Okay, it's a Hunger Games. It's a Hunger Games dome with the gorilla's terrain.
Yeah. Okay? So it's just a jungle.
It's just a jungle.
And then the gorilla
dome.
drops at one end, and the other animal drops at the other end, and whoever kills each other first. You say 3, 2, 1, go. But their systems in their head, we have to put it as because. A regular gorilla, if you drop in the jungle, it just start doing regular gorilla things. But we'll say that both animals that you put in are like I guess neurologically advanced, where it's just to kill the other creature. They know what's going on, and they use 100% for. Okay. They know that it's 100% like death.
Okay.
Here, okay.
Okay.
So you drop the one you drop the whale at the other end, and this would do. Oh, and you just sit there. And look around, wouldn't do anything.
We'd have to piss it off.
But I wonder.
How do you piss off a whale?
I wonder if whales have bad tempers. Killer whales do. Not regular whales.
Do killer whales actually kill people? Kill things?
I don't know. Yeah, killer whales, yes. They kill a lot of seals.
So it can't be anything in water.
They toy with them.
Rhino. I think that if there are two people just charging...
Okay, we're going to do this on another episode. We've had our challenges here. Anyways, we'll finish off the episode there because it's been a little bit long one, So this is, it was a good one. It was a good podcast.
It was a good podcast.
So, go like, subscribe, comment. Let us know what you guys want to hear. Check out Life of Pylons on YouTube and on Spotify. We're going to have the podcast running. And, let us know what you guys want to see, and hopefully you like this. Yeah. Jared, you have to have an out saying. I have to
close it, right?
You have to say something, and Evan too. Just one. It could be one word, Anyways, we'll figure it out for the next one.
I'm trying to...
Anyways, check out The Life of Pylons, and HCAM Fitness, put that plug in there.
Just keep plugging HCAM Fitness.
Twisted Tea. Okay.
Yeah.